Hi.
Hello, how's it going?
So today I woke up because my dad woke me up. Well, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks. Sounds like an interesting start to your day. Do you usually wake up on your own, or does someone wake you up often?
Well, most of the time, sometimes someone wakes me up.
Got it. Do you prefer waking up on your own, or is it nice to have someone wake you up?
Well, sometimes rarely I do wake up on my own. Well, today I wanted to talk about my schedules.
Sure, let's talk about your schedules. What would you like to discuss?
Well, I don't really mean to compare mine to other people's, but well, according to some people, waking up is it's an absolute no thing. But for me,
Do you mean that some people think waking up early is difficult or unpleasant?
most people think that waking up very late is very bad, but some people have different schedules. So I want to talk about other people's first.
I see what you mean. People's schedules can vary a lot based on their lifestyles, jobs, or personal preferences. Some people are early risers, while others stay up late and wake up later. Do you have a particular type of schedule in mind that you want to discuss?
Well, let's talk about others first.
Okay, let's do that. Some people follow a traditional schedule, waking up early, around 6 or 7 in the morning, and going to bed around 10 or 11 at night. This is common for those with 9 to 5 jobs. Then there are night owls who prefer staying up late and waking up later in the morning or even in the afternoon. This might work better for people who have flexible jobs or creative work that happens at night. There are also people with irregular schedules, like shift workers, who might have to wake up at different times depending on their shifts. Does any of this sound similar to what you're interested in?
No, none of those sounds like mine at all. So I'm homeschooled. That's why my schedule is not like the other kids. How quirky. Even though I also have 24 hours.
That makes sense. Homeschooling can definitely lead to a unique schedule. What does your typical day look like?
Well, the other kids in my country, they wake up around 6 o'clock. They shower, dress up, and eat breakfast and go to school around 7 o'clock. Whoa, I have to respect them for how fast they can do that in only 1 hour. And
That does sound like a busy morning routine. It's impressive how quickly they get ready. What's your morning routine like in comparison?
well, let's talk about them first, and I will tell you later. So, other kids, when they arrive at school, they do stuff, and when it's 8 o'clock, they go to the flagpole, and after that they study and 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 lunch break and then study and study and study and study and study and study and part two and then they go back to home around 15 or 16 o'clock.
Wow, that sounds like a really packed schedule. It's a long day of studying with just a break for lunch. It must be quite tiring for them. How does your homeschooling day compare to that?
I tell you later. After I tell you I finish talk about others. And after they arrive at home, they do stuff like they do their homework, and after that they watch TV or play games or whatever they do. I don't go to school. I don't know what they do. And they go to sleep around 21 o'clock. They sleep around 9 hours.
It sounds like they have a full day between school, homework, and winding down in the evening. Sleeping around 9 hours is a healthy amount for most people. How does your evening routine compare to theirs?
Well, it's time to talk about mine. Prepare to see the most weird and random schedule you'll ever see.
I'm intrigued. What does your homeschooling schedule look like?
So, I wake up around 9 o'clock and then half. I do stuff and when I wake up, I immediately have to shower, dress up, and eat breakfast. I finish doing those stuff around 10 or 20, no, I mean 10 or 11 o'clock, and preparing for studying English and Chinese and improving my personality. And after that, I have to learn piano, and I finish that around and I finish that.
Your schedule sounds structured and diverse, with learning English, Chinese, personality development, and piano practice. What comes next in your day after finishing piano practice?
I finish learning piano around 15 to or 16 o'clock, and sometimes I have to go outside and do activities like making videos about learning outside and helping my dad and mom do gardening, which is actually sometimes if I don't go to the durian the durian garden or whatever that is called. It's my break time.
It sounds like you have a good mix of indoor learning and outdoor activities, like making videos and helping with gardening. How do you usually spend the rest of your day after your break?
Well, after coming home, I have to exercise. Actually, I exercise every day. And after that, well, sometimes it's a bit switched around because sometimes I shower before eating dinner, but sometimes I shower after before bed. And I and I do the dishes. I have to do the dishes. And after that, not a bit of time later, I have to practice piano again. And this time in the night.
It sounds like you keep busy throughout the day with exercise, chores like dishes, and more piano practice in the evening. How do you manage to fit everything in your day?
Because I don't know how I even managed to do that anymore. And after finish practicing piano part 2, and after finish, I get to play games a bit of an hour, and after that, most of the time I just shower and go to bed. But sometimes if I have already showered, I'll just go to bed. And I sleep around 9 hours and a half. I only have sleep a bit more than the normal kids that go to school.
It sounds like you've developed a pretty full and structured day that balances learning, activities, chores, and relaxation. Your schedule might be different from others, but as long as it works for you and allows you to get enough sleep, that's what matters most. How do you feel about your schedule overall?
Well, if you think that my day isn't really that much, well, if you have ever learned music, you will know that it's very stressful.
Absolutely. Learning music can be very demanding and requires a lot of dedication and practice. It sounds like you're committed to your piano practice, which is impressive. How do you manage the stress that comes with learning music?
Because I am very reliable, and I know I am very reliable.
Being aware of your own abilities and determination is important when tackling something challenging like learning music. It sounds like you have a strong sense of self-awareness. How does that help you in your learning process?
Well, I don't really know because I just don't know. Well, it's just the same every day. Wake up, study, and sometimes go to the garden and do other stuff. Well, actually, I think that anyone can sleep at any time. Other people think that waking up early is very bad thing. But as a person with a whole complete schedule, completely with a whole completely different schedule, I think the most important thing is to get enough sleep.
It sounds like you found a routine that works well for you, focusing on getting enough sleep and balancing your studies and activities. Everyone has different schedules and preferences, but ensuring you get adequate rest is crucial for overall well-being. How do you feel about the importance of sleep in your daily routine?
Well, as in the past, I have found out that if I don't get enough sleep, I have a lot of problems while trying to practice piano, like being extremely sleepy and not being able to focus on it.
That makes a lot of sense. Getting enough sleep is crucial for staying focused and performing well, especially when you're learning something as demanding as piano. It's great that you've recognized how sleep impacts your ability to concentrate and learn effectively. How do you ensure you get enough rest each night?
Well, I don't know because I just go to sleep.
Keeping a regular sleep schedule and prioritizing rest are good habits. Do you find it easy to fall asleep, or do you have any routines that help you wind down before bed?
Well, here's a fact. Some other year ago, there was a time where I was sleeping around 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. because my mom is busy.
That must have been challenging to adjust to a later bedtime. How did you manage with your schedule when you were going to bed later?
Well, luckily, we shifted back to just midnight later.
It's good to hear that your bedtime shifted to a more manageable time. How did the adjustment affect your daily routine?
Well, to this day, sometimes I'm still very drowsy, but now I'm really getting used to this. Well, thanks for being my conversation partner. Oh, and please, as I already told you, I am still learning English and it's only my second language. Well, I already have a third one.
You're very welcome. It's been great chatting with you. Your English is doing really well. And it's impressive that you're learning as a second language. Keep up the good work with your studies and everything else in your unique schedule.
Thanks, and also I actually have a third language too. It's Chinese. Well, bye.
You're welcome. That's awesome that you're learning Chinese as well. Keep up the great work with all your languages. Take care and bye.
Bye.